Team Propel, how's it going, Propel family? I hope you're having a great one. Another day before training. All right, in this video, I just want to share 5 things that you can do to help your player reach their full potential before even practice starts. What you can do, this is what it takes to help them reach their full potential. Okay, number 1, and most of Propel players and families are already doing this. This is a big one. Number 1 is this, okay? Arriving 10 to 15 minutes before training starts. This is a big deal, right? There really is a big deal. Let me explain why, right? There's 3 things that happen when your player comes to practice that 10 to 15 minutes before training. Now, whenever practice starts, and definitely not after practice already started, I'm talking about 10 to 15 minutes before training. One is this: they get to be kids. They get to have unstructured time and unstructured playing time. It's whenever they are bonding, right? That 10 to 15 minutes. And then the other thing that happens is that's when they move from distraction to focus. So maybe during the day, they're thinking about, I want to tell my teammate about this thing that happened at school. Maybe, maybe a video game that they're playing or whatever is going on. Or maybe it's a game that happened, on TV, and they want to talk about how their favorite player did this in the game. That 10 to 15 minutes, that's whenever they're sharing and letting all that out. The other thing is, whenever they come to practice, your player comes to practice 10 to 15 minutes, they get extra repetitions. And we already know repetition is the mother of learning. And if they're consistent, we already know that consistency is the father of mastery. So, super important. Okay, that's what it takes. The second thing, this one we're not going to dwell on, fueling them before training. All right, so having a healthy and adequate meal, and they're hydrated at least minimum 1 hour before their training. Right? And hydration, really, studies show that if you really want to be hydrated, it really needs to start 24 hours before. Just wanted to throw out there, right? But they have to be fueled up and have the energy in order to perform. How many of you parents have had to perform? Not only, it doesn't even have to be something physical, it could be mental, but you're hungry. How does that go? So you can imagine. I know for me, if I'm hungry, I'm not able to perform as well. So fueling up, it matters. That's what it takes. Okay, the third thing is this, and the last 2 are super important. Okay, the third thing is this, is priming their nervous system. What does that mean, Coach Manny? Well, thank you for asking. Let me tell you, right? So they're about to come train soccer or foot or whatever we are doing. Really, their brain is engaged, their nervous system, right? So if they can touch the ball 10 to 15 minutes before training, right? Now, I'm even talking about even before you even bring them, if you can, I'm not talking about that 10 to 15 minutes before training. I'm talking about when they're at home, right? They're doing their daily skills, right? That 10 to 15 minutes, for about 10 to 15 minutes, that is going to prime their nervous system. So by the time they're getting here and we're starting to play soccer or train futsal, whatever we are doing, their nervous system has already actually been woken up or primed. That's what it takes. Okay, and then the fourth one is this, all right? The fourth one is super important. The ultimate productivity hack for all of us, it doesn't matter if you're a soccer player or anything, is adequate and quality sleep, right? Now, how many of you parents, guardians, you have to perform something, you have to go to a meeting or go somewhere, you have to really focus, and you've gotten about 4 hours of sleep, or 5, hopefully not less than 4, and you have to stay engaged. It's really, really tough. So studies show, young brains, young players, they need easily 8 hours or more of sleep in order to be able to function well. So ensuring that they not have not only the amount, but quality of sleep matters. So the quality is going to come into play whenever there's consistent, structured sleep time, right? Not all over the place, right? As much as we can. That is a super important hack that you can help your player reach their full potential. That's what it takes. Okay, and then the fifth one is speaking into their BS, their belief system, right? So what does that mean? Speaking into their character and who they are, right? Not necessarily what they need to do, but who they are. So for example, speak about their discipline. Speak about their never giving up mentality before training. Like, Susie, Johnny, man, I'm excited to see how, you know, whenever you're training, I love to watch how you never give up on the play. I love how you are always focused. You know, when the coaches are talking, I can already tell that you are zoned in. Speak into their belief system, into their character, into their identity. I'm telling you, makes a big difference. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Parents, you might be doing none of these. You might be doing some of this. I just ask you to focus on, if you cannot do all, just pick one. Leave in the comment below and let me know which one are you going to try your best to zone in to help your player reach their full potential, because this is what it takes. All right, I'll see you out here on the field, because nothing that we do is random, and we're different, and because we want to help your player reach their full potential. See you soon.